I also like to wish all the participants a very happy new year. In this new year, we also started few new products or few new services that can be useful for most of the students, because we know that this last year 2020 we uh, almost spent on the entire year in the pandemic, and there was like tough situation for everyone, and we looked forward for that situation, and we taken a step to like educate the people over online platforms through webinars. We conducted several webinars. Plus, we also like focused on what faculties are facing the problems and how we can solve their problems. So I had good interaction with our early customers. I asked them that what problem they are facing while this pandemic is happening. So the basic thing they were missing is that they were not able to teach the students practically. So that is the main thing that they were missing, and we looked forward to take that challenge, and we developed a MyTaraNG portal. Very recently we updated it. So we updated this portal on 2nd of January, that is the start of this new year, and I will be like demonstrating that how this MyTaraNG portal is going to solve the need of universities and the institutes. So rather than sharing the slides, I will go to that platform, and this I will try to make the session more like hands-on based. We will like directly see the things, how the things are actually working and how we can use those things. And I will share the website as well as the simulation softwares that we have developed. And there will be like 2 sessions. So in the later part, I also had one more session in the like after 2 to 3 days, and in that session I will like take more hands-on once again on the full control mode on the simulation platform. So today we will see that how we can make the learning effective by using the current trends like cloud computing, then remote desktop sharing, those facilities that we had developed for our users. So I'll just go to this, I'll just share this slides, share the screen. Yes. So now what we are seeing here is the MyTaraNG portal. So we can visit this MyTaraNG portal just by going to our web browser and typing https mytarang.com. So I will also like share these links at the chat box at the end of this session. So once we are going to visit this particular web portal, so there are basically, it is like very easy to operate. There are basically 2 to 3 buttons only. One is like resource center, one is login, and join MyTaraNG portal. So once the user is new to this particular portal, he will be clicking on this join MyTaraNG portal. After clicking on this button, a simple sign up form will come. Here we need to just enter our name, the institute name, the email id. Email id is the most important thing, because we will be having a lot of communication on this email id only whenever some new uh, content is created, or whenever the software is updated, we will get notified with this mail id only. And the password and the confirm password. There are 3 types of login: student, teacher, and the institute. So I already have this account, so I will like click on this login button. Okay, I already logged in, but for login also, like we will get a simple screen where we just need to enter the email ID and the password. So this is my friend's account. He's a professor in VJTI Mumbai, and when we see this profile, we can see that there are different options like my content, followed content. Then the faculty has uploaded few contents here, and there are 2 buttons: API key. So I will explain this API key and the importance of this API key. Then there is option of downloading Tarang software. Then remote cloud. This is the unique feature that we launched very recently, remote cloud after Diwali. I will explain that how this remote cloud is also working. So basically, faculty can create his profile. He can write the institute name. There is edit profile button. Once faculty want to like add more information, he can add more information by clicking here. Also, there is one button called as followers. So in the followers, basically, we are managing the request that we are getting from the students and all. So It is kind of a social media platform, we can say. Not exactly social media, but student can create the account, they can send the friend request to the faculty can accept the request, and from the simulation software, that is exe file, which is like heavy software that I will be explaining in the next session mostly. So from that particular software, faculty will have a facility to upload the simulation models. So once faculty uploads this simulation model, those models are going to come here. Faculty can directly upload those simulation models from that particular software, or there is also one alternative option, like we can click here and we can upload the things. So yeah, so basically faculty can upload interactive content. Our goal is not to deliver only content, but to deliver the simulation models, and students should play with that simulation. So I will show how they can do it from one of example content. So for now, I will be opening this dipole antenna content. So once we open this dipole antenna content, so this is a content which is developed in TARANG software. And there are basically these three tabs: notes, simulation, submission. The idea is like students are going to read these notes, they will understand the theory behind that particular problem. The core part of this software is the simulation. So once they will click on this simulation, for now we are having a dipole antenna model. So I can rotate this dipole antenna model on this website only, and I can see this voltage distribution on this dipole antenna, then cut plane pattern on this dipole antenna, how this near field will be there on this dipole antenna, then far field contour patterns, then charge distribution, then radiation pattern in 3D. So these are basically results we can view in the software. But how these results are coming, and how we can simulate the dipole antenna, and if I want to make some modification in this design, so that is like more interest for the student. They want to change the length of dipole antenna, and they want to see that yes, there are multiple lobes appearing in the radiation pattern, or they want to like change any parameter, the port, the characteristic impedance, or anything. So for that purpose, we had one more functionality now. Very recently, this functionality is added, which is open in desktop. So once we click on this open in desktop button, this message will come that open desktop version of the TARANG desktop version. So once we like click allow this particular box to open, this is just like a Zoom meeting. Means when you join the Zoom meeting, this kind of message comes, and if you click on allow, that another window of your local computer of Zoom will come. So same thing, but here we are having TARANG desktop software, and in that software, this particular model will appear, and there will be a lot of scope for students that they can play with the simulation model. So I will just demonstrate now. So I'll be like clicking on this open in TARANG desktop. So yeah, so this particular screen is appearing on my screen. I had extended display, so it is coming on my first screen. Yeah, this software is opening. Yes, so it is open now, and we can see that this simulation model, the same simulation model, is now here on the desktop mode. So it is not required like for the student to design and do it from scratch. But for designing, we had this full control mode, that the full-fledged software that will be delivered to the laboratory or the faculty. So student will have this kind of software, the desktop version, that they can directly install from the portal and start using it from their home also. So once they open this TARANG desktop, here we can see that same model is appeared here. I can again play, but here this is like exe file. It is a full-fledged software where we can like double click on any parameter. We can change anything. Okay, so, yeah. So we can change this wire length, wire diameter, anything we can change. Like I just made it 200, so this one side will increase now. So preview. Yeah, so we can see that it is extended in this direction. So we can modify this CAD geometry. We can just double click and change that CAD part, and we can do anything with this. So there will be like scope for the student that they can modify these simulation models. They can change anything they want, and they can run the simulation. So once they click on the run simulation, this yeah, so this they can enter the frequency range where they want to do the analysis. then the center frequency, the setup analysis, and they just click on the simulate button. So once they click on the simulate button, that simulation will be run. Or there is also another unique feature of the software itself. I had demonstrated in earlier webinar. So this is simulation tweak. So in the simulation tweak, they can also faculty can also create the variables. For now, this variable is diameter of dipole antenna. So this diameter we can change it very easily, and we can observe different results that are going to come after changing these diameters. And we can also plot all 2D and 3D results in this window. So yeah, so this is like real part of input impedance, then imaginary part of input impedance, S parameters, then the voltage distribution, current distribution, the radiation pattern. So these are the similar things that we had uploaded on the web browser. Okay. But here what we have done is that, yeah, so this is radiation pattern, let's say. So this is radiation pattern here. So what we have done is that, okay, yes. So here we need to just right click and export to VR. So export to VR means basically we added this option to like we developed VR boxes, and when we do export to VR, we can see that result into VR boxes. But now this same application is extended. The functionality of export to VR is going to transform this model onto web browser also, as well as Android also. Means you can open those things on your Android phone or in your web browser also. So that functionality is there. Means while creating this model, faculty has created entire thing in this full control professional version of the software, this simulation model design and everything. And he just clicked on this right click export to VR. So whenever he clicks on this export to VR, that particular model will get transformed on this web portal. So those models will preserve that 3D nature. And we can also see that there is commit button. So once we commit it, for example, if I want to like do some modification in this design, and I want to like change these simulation models and voltage distribution or whatever results are there, I want to update these things by my own things, like the value I entered in the desktop version. So for that, we had this commit button. So once user clicks on this commit button, so that will be committed, means these modifications will be reflected on this particular portal once again. But this commit can be done by only author. So right now the author is like Pankaj. So if I click on the commit, I will get this message that the action is disabled for this content. Please contact the original author to get that access of or the authority to committing that model, because it is going to update it on the web portal. So his student will also see that updated model. So we need the original author's permission to update these things. So author can create these models, and if someone else wants to modify that particular model, then he need to take the permission and he need to commit. So once he do that, that model will be updated, that results will be updated. So basically what students are going to do in this particular simulation tab is that first they will see all these results here, and they will open in the desktop and they will modify that design, and they will learn the things by performing the simulations. And once they learn the things from by performing the simulation, there is option of submission. So in the submission, you can basically ask all the question that what will happen if I change the diameter like this, or the if I change the length of dipole antenna and see the input impedance or S parameter at that particular frequency. So student will go to that simulation, they will simulate it, and then they will answer it. So that simulation based practice need to be done. So that is our first goal. The most important goal is that they should perform the simulation and they should then do the understanding. And at the end, there is like for faculties, there are like buttons called as report. So he can check the report, how the students are performing, what they are submitting, whether that whether students are understanding that concept or not. So that the faculty will get idea that yes, students are making these practicals and they are understanding these things. So they can like move to the new topic. And if there is like less performance from the student side, for that reason, we also have the resource center. So we can also find that alternative for that particular content. So on the resource center, we had made few more models open. So for demo purpose, there is like only two. But if you are like professional version, you can click on any subjects. There are 5 subjects: basic electronics, LIC, control system, antenna arrays, electromagnetics. So once you like click on this button, the entire content will appear. So for antennas, we have right now 9 videos, 9 tutorials, and simulation models and everything. So if faculty don't want to create the contents by himself, or he is not getting the time to create that content, he's busy in another activities on research papers or other things, so he can also like adopt the content. So that facility is also there. So we can adopt that content by visiting on any faculty's profile, or for now I will see this same model. It is like by me only. So that is like few selected content which is like very much known to the student are feeling very nice, they are liking it, will be kept on the resource center, so that the best content will reach to the student. And in case if some content is like doubtful, they can move to the best content whatever there. So that is the basic goal. Here I have also followed another faculties. So the thing is not that only student can follow the faculty and he can get the content from the faculty, but faculty can also follow another faculty, because there are chances that in the faculties also, as this FDP is going on, the faculties also want to learn from another faculties, because that is the way of learning. So we had kept that facility also. So here I am following these two faculties. One is like Deep Singh. So in the Deep Singh, he has also uploaded few contents here. So I can adopt that content. So once I adopt that content, all my student will get a message that I had shared one content with them. So they can go to their mail, they will click on the mail, they will get a link, and they can instantly open that simulation model and everything. So it is giving a notification to the student. So that the purpose of adding the student is that whenever you do any activity, upload anything or share anything, student will get a mail and they will read from that particular content. So here there are like basic contents like yeah, okay, I was on deep. Okay, I think I clicked on adopt. My student might have got that mail. Now I can see in the dashboard that it will come at my side, that basic static electricity. It is adapted. So the date is like 2021 11 1 11. Okay, the time is I think foreign. I will modify that time. Yeah. We are using the servers from California, so this time is from the California right now. So yeah, I wanted to show this basic static electricity content. So now we can see that publisher is Pankaj Akradkar, original author is Deep Singh. So both the things will be maintained. Means whoever the original author, he will get all the credit. And in the simulation model again, okay, Deep has created this kind of simulation model. So yeah, so basic electromagnetic, I think balloons and all. So we can like see that how this static electricity is going to work. So yeah, so when we have positive negative charges, how they are going to attract and repel, like that we can see. And there are also few more contents uploaded by this Deep, mostly in the area of electromagnetics. So yeah, I don't know which is like working, but I'll just check it. Yeah, so the capacitance is also there. So what will happen if I like reduce the separation between the capacitance? I will just increase the voltage. So once I increase the voltage, there will be like positive charges on the upper plate, negative charges at the bottom plate. So if I change this separation, we can see that this capacitance value, when the separation is small, capacitance is more. When the separation is increased, the capacitance is less. Also, we can increase the area. So once we increase the area, the capacitance is increasing. We can also plot this top field and everything. Also, we can go back and we can see this. We can increase this voltage. Now we will reduce this spacing. The capacitance is now maximum. So when I put it on the light is going to discharge. So we can see that how the discharge behavior will be. So it is discharging a little bit slowly. Now, when I reduce the capacitance, the energy storing capability will reduce, and the light is going to discharge very quickly because there is like no stored energy. So we can do that also. Like I'll be increasing the separation for that, and I will reduce the plate area. Now the capacitance is minimum. I can see these plate charges and these electric field lines and everything, or we can take the meters and all. So once like now, if I put it here, the this bulb discharge very quickly. So there are like basic electromagnetic contents, concepts, and lot of things that you can explain to the student. So student will just join this portal and they will read it. So there are few contents which are like open, anyone can access, but there are few contents which are uh, purely based on numerical analysis, which involves a lot of calculations. And for that, you need to install the TARANG software. And yes, there are two to three versions of TARANG software now, because one is like the desktop version, which is most suitable for the student, that they can quickly load that simulation model and simulate it. The second is the laboratory version, which will be kept in the laboratory of the institute, where student can actually perform the practicals. And there are some hardware integration and other facilities also. Means for example, you can have a portable network analyzer, you can directly interface with that particular software, and you can get the measurement results and the simulation results, everything in the same thing, the same window. So that lab based, hardware integration based full softwares are also there. There is third software which is for teacher. The role of teacher software is like creating the content, creating the simulation models, creating the user widget. Means user specific, you can create the widgets also, like UI elements. So faculty can create those things, managing the assignments, managing the students. So that role will be there in the for the faculty. So basically these three things we launched. But what happened is that one of our premium customer, which is Bennett University, Slight Longoval, then Batulunere in Maharashtra, and there are few more also. Like I will share that list of all these institutes very soon, because we are also putting it on the website now. So yeah, so when we asked with the Bennett University faculties, so they said that they install the software in the laboratories, but students are not coming to the lab, and they are not able to teach those things more better way. So what we have done is that for remote, we had created the institute page for that. So this institute page is launched very recently. The student and teacher was there in August month also, but this institute login is launched very recently. So we are delivering different instances to the institutes. So for now, we can see that this is institute page of Bennett University, and the supervisor for this particular Bennett University is Dr. Arjun Kumar. So he is professor in Bennett University, and he is teaching the concepts of antenna design for this new semester to his student. So he will be using this platform, and also there is like few institute already use this platform, and few are like planning to do within a month. Like they are having their practical submissions and all that, and we fully engage with those institute for 1 week, that we will be delivering this before the end of their exams. So yeah, so when we see this particular faculty, Dr. Arjun Kumar sir uh, is using this platform. So his institute is Bennett University. When we click on this institute, like he is the main coordinator of that particular institute. So he will be handling that institute page. So there are different roles. So for our institute, we had created these connectors. So once we install that connector, you will get a cloud access of our solutions. So this is second product I am demonstrating. So earlier I demonstrated the open in desktop, that is desktop version of the software. Now this is the second thing, that unique thing that we had launched in January month only, this new year only. So what is happening in this portal mode is that there are different institutes. The institute is having 48 students. So because of that, what we have made is that we had created 5 instances, so that 10 student will get access of one instance. So these members, in the members, we can see that there will be like 10 student. So every instance has 10 student, and the software is like going to check whether the particular student is appointed for this particular instance or not. And if he is like related to this or he is authorized for this instance, then only he can launch this instance. So I got this authority because in my profile, you can see that I had written that access is authorized as a membership. So I can click on the launch button and I can access it. So once we launch this instance, what is happening, we'll see now. So yeah, so the second software now, it is asking for open Tarang cloud connector. So this particular button is going to connect us with the cloud machine where the software is installed, Tarang software is installed. So once we click on this open cloud connector, yes, again it is coming on my first screen. Yeah. So here the message will come that you need to enter the password. So every instance is given a password that is submitted to the faculty, and faculty need to enter these passwords. Means only one time. If we click on remember me, we need to click only one time. So I will copy that password because I got that password from faculty only. Yeah. So yes, I think there is issue in the password. I'll just check this password thing. I think okay, my computer is got hanged. It is not able to click anywhere. Okay. Mm, there is some extended monitor issue, I think. I'll just check it. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it was like the CPU was full. I just closed few applications. We'll check it once again now. Okay, so it is like going to connecting to the remote desktop. We'll just go to the dashboard. Yes, there is also a few more institutes that are registered. There is like Kuldeep also there. So he is a faculty from Bennett, this Light University. I think that password was wrong. I will just check with another institute login. So in the slide logol, I have this password. I remember this password. Yeah. So once we click on this launch button, this Tarang in the Tarang open Tarang in the cloud will appear. So here also we had given around 3 instances, and the institute recently requested us to send 3 more instances because there are like a lot of members on one institute and they want to extend it for their because they are having the same this antenna design subject and other subjects microwave microstrip design and all these subjects this semester only. So we are extending these instances here for slide long goal. So once we like click on this open in okay Tarang cloud, so this particular window is going to appear. So it is like remote desktop is connecting, and once it gets connected, yeah, we can see this administrator and login is going to appear here. So we can see this is the window. It is basically a computer now. This is a computer just in front of you. So this computer we had hosted on Amazon Cloud, and there is installed version of Tarang software. So we had given 6 instances to this Slight Long Wall. Plus, we also have 20 professional version of software installed in that particular lab. But because of COVID, we are providing these instances so that this practical learning should not stop. So here we can see that this software is also opened only. So the same things, maybe we can design other problems and simulate the things and we can see the results, the near field, far field. So now, right now I am accessing this computer on the cloud. This this is a virtual machine, virtual desktop, we can say. So in the same way, student can also access these computers when they are at their home. So yeah, I'll just create a near field probe, and I will see that we will see that how this near field can also be plotted. So this is the full version of software. Here we can see that there is companion mode, full control mode, hardware integration mode. So this is quite bigger than what we had seen in the TARANG desktop. There are several facilities, and most of the things are happening through cloud only. So we had included the facilities which are very, if you see the technology trend which is there right now, so we are almost including all the technology trends. It's related to cloud computing, it's related to um, these simulations. Even recently we have also included machine learning algorithms. So we are following all the technology trends which can make these approaches uh, better. And a student also want this kind of advancement in their education, because if they use this kind of advanced solution, then only they can also make the projects in that way. They can study in that way, and they can also like make their career if they are going if they are practicing the technologically advanced things regularly. So we can see these results are similar to that we had shown on the web portal, and all these results can also be accessed on what we can say Android. This desktop we have also accessed on the Android phone. So just Slide Longol faculty has installed one simple app is there, remote desktop connection. So you just need to install that app in your Android phone, and on you can go to this institute page. Because it is web based, you can access this from anywhere, from any platform. You can access it from iOS, Mac, Linux, Android, because web page can be accessed on any platform. So you just need to open this web page and click on the launch button. And this is a machine which is like remote Windows based machine. So it doesn't matter, because it is like going to share your screen only, and it is going to give you full access of using that particular thing. So student can use this from their Android phone also. So in case some student don't have laptop, then also it's not a problem. They can just start it from their phone, and they can play with this animation, and again they can make this modification. So the role in this full control mode is that we are allowing students to add their own models, to create their own models. So there are like a lot of CAD options which are available in this particular simulation tab. So once we go to this application and see this radar analysis and other, there are different subjects that I will be demonstrating uh, while demonstrating this TARANG software. Right now I was like just on this MyTaraNG portal. So yeah, there are like a lot of options that we can draw the rectangles, we can draw the curves, helix, spiral, then boolean. I'll just click on new file to draw a new design. So yeah, so here we have this facilities, like we can create any problem now. So it is going to give experimental learning. So on the portal we are just in the open in TARANG, that particular model is appearing. But the difference between desktop version and this professional version is that here we can see that the professional copy of slide. So here we are allowing student to create their own things. So they can create their own models, and they can simulate it as they want. It can be time domain, frequency domain, and it is not only for this antenna subject. There are different subjects. So I will explain which are the subjects which we can cover. So it is like microstrip network, wire antennas, and there is also series RLC circuit. These basic subjects are also there. So I will also demonstrate these subjects in the next sessions, or if possible in the short I will just explain which subjects are there. So now I will just close this remote desktop connection, because I already have this software in my own laptop also. So but this is for the institute who have this software and they want to host it on on remotely, and student can get it. So we are managing all these instances, whatever student are doing, which members are there, whether they are performing practicals or not. So we are managing all this data, and accordingly we are going to create the report cards. Those will be automatically mailed. Those report cards will be automatically mailed to the faculties, to the students, as well as the report is mailed to the faculty. So uh, since tomorrow we also have a 1 week induction program. It is actually 10 days, but 1 week is for TARANG software. So with PICT Pune, so in the PICT Pune, we had taken uh, responsibility that your student will perform 8 practicals, and we are like closely monitoring the performance of each student, whether they are doing it or not, by using this online method, as well as by having a conversation with them over a phone call. And we also had created a WhatsApp group for those all students. They can ask their doubts, and we are going to interact with them, and we are making sure that everyone is performing the practicals and getting the results. So yeah, so this second thing is about the circuit design. So this is sample circuit design, but here again we can, okay, I think this faculty did not upload this circuit model, but we can also simulate the circuits in the software. I will go to the software window and I will like discuss about the overview of the software. So that software will be a third part. Means the first part was open in desktop, second part was the Tarang on cloud, third part will be the software, and this MyTaraNG portal itself is one part because it is going to manage all the student to faculty interactions. So yeah, so in case you want to use this software, I will be available. I can explain that how to log in, how to sign up, how to do these things once we start working closely. And right now we are working closely with 21 institutes. So it's year 2021. So we planned to do this work with 21 institutes. And there is also one foreign university of like Malaysia. In Malaysia, we have that Unimap. So yeah, we had this page also. I think so. I'll show that. I think Unimap or so there are different institutes which are using this. Batu is our premier customer. Then yeah, NIT Trichy. Okay, I would like to thank you, Professor Raghavan sir, for his support and our. We are also working closely with NIT Trichy. There is like one faculty, Hemant sir. So Hemant sir is like conducting these practicals. We had already discussed about creating the batches and all these things to this in NIT Trichy, and we had this discussion last week only. So like I will like share all these things. So we also have the Facebook page. So on this Facebook page, we will be like putting the things that which institute is using it right now, what will be the period, or how we are going to do interactively or collaboratively with them. So those things we are like sharing on our Facebook channels also. So recently we also focused the thing is that last year we didn't focus more on YouTube channel, then tutorials and videos, but very recently from 1st January only we started working on YouTube tutorials, YouTube channels. We have account on Facebook now. We are also available on LinkedIn. Now we are shortly making an account on Twitter also. And we also had the account on Discord and the Twitch. So these are the two platforms which are very interesting, which are recently launched, and we can like share many things over there also. So we had created that account to make users aware about these things, because this was the demand from our users only, that um, we should like put those things on YouTube and all that. So we had a lot of materials right now, and we are slowly putting those materials on our YouTube channels as well as social media handles. So yeah. So this part was about MyTaraNG portal. Now I will demonstrate the software. Yeah. So I think we have 15 minutes. So I will explain this software part for 5 minutes, and when I'm having next session, so in the 2 hours I will be explaining this full control, this software part only, because the
Hello.
portal part is much simpler.
Hello.
Yes.
I,
Yes.
I'm Raghavan. With the permission of the speaker and
Yes.
Datta Prasad, I want to interfere for 2-3 minutes.
Yes, sir. Sir, thank you, sir.
Okay, with the permission of the organizer
Please,
team
sir.
and
Please.
Datta Prasad.
Yes, sir. Please.
For a very long time, we were longing for an indigenous high frequency simulator. I know all of you 70 participants are aware of CST, HFSS, Micro Studio, then FICO, Altair, and at least 50% of them could develop from the Indians who settled in abroad countries. And now, since 2 years, with the support of Department of Space Technology, a young person has come out, and it's a known philosophy that a senior person will be very good in theory, and junior person will be unparalleled skill of the software. And at the end, some of you can ask him, what are all the platforms? It is not the single platform. It is not Python alone. So many things involved, and with the hard work, he has come out. I know. I don't need to say the top person in India in MIC software, real people, are Ramesh Garg, and the electromagnetic theory, which is a very tough subject. The topmost person is Dr. Shivaganko. He even threw the IIT director post for certain reasons. Then, biological effect of microwaves, Dr. Girish Kumar. All these three people are behind Dr. Swapnil Gaul. And no need to say, any person from IIT Kharagpur or the top people in the electromagnetic theory, especially these days, planar transmission lines. And I have not come here to advertise for Dr. Swapnil. I just want to tell you, there are two methods. One is our researchers are finding difficulty in getting the antenna measurements done. That is going to be solved by ATMS Secretary Dr. R.K. Malviya's talk. You can interact with him, and he has come out with a method to do the measurement. Other people who can do in your own house or in a place where there's not much facility about the computational electromagnetics. Very, very few people are there in India to do that. Now, Dr. Swapnil Gaul, we all should feel proud. Maybe in the line of Prime Minister Make in India, he has come out. It is not Raghavan who is telling. The Department of Science and Technology has recognized him and awarded him in 2-3 big platforms. And I have been asking him what new thing his software is doing, what others are not doing. He immediately told equivalent circuits. Equivalent circuits are very, very important in doing all the analysis. So I only wish, I think there is one more lecture. I wish all the participants to interact with him and first of all know what are all the platforms used and also what are the methodology. You cannot talk to Altair person directly, even though the number 2 person is Reddy from India. So many like that. Likewise, many people in India who are settled in abroad have come forward with known software. Now, very soon, I am sure, by the end of 2021, he will excel and prove that this is unique. And again, this has been certified by all big stalwarts like Girish Kumar, Dr. Shivaganko, and whom else you need other than Ramesh Garg. He has written a book on microchip technology, FDTD, so many things. So I'm sorry, I interfered in between just to make you know that all of you should interact with him. This is a very rare chance that you are, even though he's a very young, he's a CEO. He came out from FICO and tried to do slightly more than what is available. And I know he will achieve. I only request all of you to interact with him in and out. If you are doing your research work in CEM, no paper will get bounced. So with this small introduction, I only want you, every one of you, to interact with him and make use of him to get the equivalent circuits. Then what is the importance or how to implement CEM in your ordinary laptop. That was his, it's not trial and error. It was a trial and error when he was MTech student, but now he has come out professionally. Inaugural talk was given by Dr. Puneet Mishra. He himself has recognized him. Many more people. I wish every participant interact with the very rare person, Dr. Swapnil Gaul. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Sorry for the
Thank,
interruption.
thank you, sir. No, sir. Thank you, sir. It is our pleasure that we are fortunate to listen you. And the basic like inspiration for our work is the blessing that we are having. So thank you for your blessing, sir. And like most of the senior faculty is also supporting us. So this is the main reason that we are able to succeed in this area. So thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes. So yeah, this part I will explain in the next session that what is this full control mode of the software, how we can use these four options and how we can make these geometries. But for now, I just want to show one result that we had got very recently, which is like very nice. Means I will just go to this. Okay, these are the subjects, different subjects which we can learn. So I will. It includes basically circuit design plus our coding plus 3D CAD design. So I will go to this radar analysis subject and I will open few CAD models that I have because recently I will tell you what I am opening this radar only right now. So yeah. So yeah, so here in the radar applications, we can find out the cross sections of different aircraft and objects. So we have developed this software last year only, but Professor R.K. Malviya sir is also in this session. So he is also like secretary of ATMS, and the ATMS conference is going to happen in the next month. So sir suggested us to write one paper on the work we have done. So we are able to like simulate these heavy problems and find out the cross sections and verify those results with existing research articles and we are planning to we are almost ready with the core the content and everything and we are putting two research papers in this conference very recently which is going to happen in the next month and I would also like to uh, tell about these conferences that you can also like publish the papers in the conferences by using this software and yeah I hope this ATMS is going to be very much useful for all the researchers. So I will just show these results that we are putting. Means there are different images, different results. I will also share that research paper once that conference is completed, but right now I will just show the images that we had simulated. So this is like aircraft. We had calculated the monostatic RCS of that aircraft and we calculated the intercepted current distributions and we can see that this software is like giving very nice representation of the graphs plus the accurate results. So yeah, we can understand from that. Means when I send the signal from this particular direction, this red part is going to reflect maximum. So that this is the explanation of this RCS problem. So and from this side, if I eliminate this particular region will like look like this. Means green means intermediate reflective part, red means maximum reflection. So we have produced these results and we are also publishing the research articles very recently and we are working on that. So I would also like to thank you Professor R.K. Malviya sir and Professor Raghavan sir for their kind words and their suggestions. I will share the link of the feedback in this chat box. You can mention that how you like the software. If you have your own opinions or your own suggestions, you can also put in that suggestion box that because we are like taking the suggestions very seriously, even the requirement and whatever the problem that people are facing, we are like trying to solve it. And as it is like indigenously developed software, we had entire development team here only. So we will see that whether that problem is like people are really facing and we will be happy to solve it. And as said by like as suggested by Professor Raghavan sir, that we are also interested in uh, like making aware of these computational technologies, and because of that, we had also conducted several sessions on computational electromagnetics, how FDTD algorithm works, how MOM algorithm works. We had taught those things in the session itself. So the unique part of these things is that how to develop that algorithm. So we are also interested in talking on that area also. So we are open to like discuss the research part, even though this research like how these things are happening is secret sauce for us, but we are like uh, letting know people about this area because we feel that people should get involved in the simulation process, because simulation is a vast speed. We can do a lot of things by using these simulation mechanisms. And yeah, so in the next we also like presented computational electromagnetics in global meet. So in that global meet, the speakers were, it was an international meeting where the most of the speakers were from foreign universities, but I also got opportunity to present in that global meet, and we presented this computational electromagnetic part, how we had developed this software, the back end, and all the experience that we have. So we will be happy to share that things also. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Sir, there are two questions in the chat box.
Okay.
First one is about integration of MyTaraNG with LMS such as Google Classroom, Canvas, etc.
Yes. So yeah, we are preparing that embed option. So we already like, I will just go back here. So we are like, we got these things in our mind very recently also, because if you are a coder, then you might be knowing the code pane and other such things, or YouTube also. In case of YouTube also, we can like, there is embed button. When we click on share, that embed button will come, and you can copy that link. Iframe will come, and you can just copy and paste that iframe, and that YouTube link will be embedded in any platform. So people used to like put YouTube links on and share it. So similar thing we are planning to do. So here we are like, very soon we will have one option of embedding in the bottom. So in the bottom line, you will see that embed button. So once you copy that embed button, you can directly put this entire screen in any website. So it can also be embedded in Google Classroom, or if you are running a blog, you can directly paste it there also. So we are working on this embed facility.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Sir, there is one more question about
Yes, sir.
uh, opens regarding the
Okay.
open.
Software is open source or not? Okay. So basically the software is not open source, but in case someone wants to like work on some research problem, like one of the institute wanted to do with machine learning things. So when they were implementing this machine learning or optimization kind of thing, they wanted to get access of some part of the code. So we allowed them that access, and we also explained that how that particular source is going to work. So basically open source means giving the source code. Okay. So for that particular research, their need was genuine. They wanted to solve that innovative approach, and they wanted to get access of that particular source code. And for that institute, we had given that source code, some part of the software, which was solving their need. So if you are having this genuine need of uh, like application, and you are publishing some research article which is like very much innovative, and which is having a new horizon, then we will give you this that particular desired part of the source. But it is not completely open source, but that partial source can be given with the terms and condition that the need should be genuine.
Thank you, sir. So there's one more question regarding the design of fractal antennas using TARANG. Can we design
Yes, we
antennas
can
using?
design. I had that simulation model also. Yes, it is possible. We can design fractal, multiband, ultra band, wideband.
Okay. Thank you. Dear participants, do you have any more questions? You can unmute and ask, or you can send the questions in the chat box. We have another session by Swapnil sir on learning high frequency electronics with TARANG. That is on 14th Thursday at 10 a.m.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So in that we will like see the technical part more, because right now we just shown the innovative part that we launched in the early January,
Yes.
and there we are going to discuss more about the technical part.
Yes.
Yes.
So another question about EMI EMC experiments can be conducted in this software.
Yes, sir. So we had this interconnect model, which is the USP of the software. Means the software is able to solve a interconnect problem, VLSI interconnect problem. What will happen if the two cable bars comes near? So that mutual coupling, parasitic couplings, as sir also mentioned, Raghavan sir also mentioned that this equivalent circuit. So in case of EMI EMC, there is need of this coupling and parasitic calculation. So as we had this part, this is our strong part, we can say.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Asked by Archana ma'am. I don't see any more questions.
Okay, so in case like any other questions are there, so we can continue those questions in that next session also. So no issue. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And if you want to give any feedback, you can directly go to that link of feedback, or you can directly contact me. I will also mention my contact details here. I'll. So I have included my phone number in the chat box, and I'm also including my email ID now. Yeah. So yeah, I'm also available on WhatsApp, Facebook. So you can simply search with my name, Swapnil Gaul, and it is easy to find me because only one result will come if you type my name. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Sir, thank you. I don't see any more questions. I'll do. You just share the feedback link for this particular session. Participants, you can fill it till evening. I give you the time to fill it because all the regular activities in the college is happening now. Okay. So
yes. So I would like to thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So
in fact, Swapnil sir, thank you so much for this session, as well as you might have seen, and participants also, as well as we have Secretary of ATMS, Malviya sir, with us in this.
yes, sir.
Raghavan sir is there. During vote of thanks, actually I was little hurry because suddenly Puneet sir said, I want to have urgent meeting. So I was little tensed, and live streaming also had some issues. So let me thank Swapnil sir, as well as Raghavan sir and Malviya sir for being source of inspiration for organizing this particular event. A specific thanks to Raghavan sir. He was very supporting and very motivating right from the time we started this idea of FDP in this particular field. Malviya sir also, thank you very much, sir. Yeah, that's from my end. I could not mention your names during vote of thanks during the inaugural, but your support and your guidance is very important, especially while having so many varied topics in this particular domain. So thank you, Swapnil, for nice presentation. We can see a lot of messages
Thank you,
here.
sir. I would like to thank you, the Institute, KLS Gopte Institute of Technology, and thank you all the participants for joining us. Thank you, sir, for nicely organizing this FDP series. So thank you all, and thank you AICT for sponsoring this FDP. So,
yes, thank you so much. Participants, now we have break up to 1:45. At 1:45, as I just forgot to mention one more point. As ATAL is made mandatory to include one topic which is in line with Fit India movement. So on the same lines, Dr. Deepa R, Associate Professor from PSG Institute of Technology, Coimbatore, will be talking on work-life balance, which is going to be another very important topic of the microwave and antenna, but very essential for this current COVID situation. So let's meet at 1:45 sharp. Thank you all. Thank you, sir.